What's going on, YouTube family, peeps, my peoples? What's going on? I was gonna go live, but I don't want to burn that out too much. I don't want to go too much with the live. So anyway, I decided I was gonna record this one, and I'm gonna do I'm excited, man. I'm stepping into some of these peppers I have never grown before. And I'm starting to get into the first ripe ones. Of course, I did the other one the other day. That was the one Hungarian wax pepper. And like that one, the first ones to become ripe have been the little small peppers. There are a lot much bigger ones on the plant. It's just, for some reason, I've got some small ones that are actually hitting it off. So anyway, I've got two. And if you look at these peppers, they almost, you would think, wow, are those from the same plant? And actually, they're not. You probably wouldn't be able to even guess what this guy is because it's so small and it looks different from most of what's on the plant. The peppers are usually about the size of like a small ghost pepper is about what it looks like typically. Sorta. It could be, yeah, like a short stubbed ghost pepper. This thing is, a little bitty guy. And we're about to get into that in a minute. But we're going to get into this one. This is an ornamental pepper. Now, I've never had an ornamental, and I hear they're edible. I don't know when they say they're edible. I mean, well, yeah, you can eat anything. It don't make you sick. It doesn't mean it's going to be tasting and have anything good flavor or anything like that. So, this is called the Blue Phillies. Phillies. That's it. Phillies. Blue Phillies. It is a ornamental pepper. It starts bluish purple, and then it turns into like this bourbon-ish yellow color. And the Scoville on these are between 30,000 and 50,000, so they're not real hot. But it'll be interesting to see what the taste is on that one. And then this one here is the Puma, and it starts out a dark purple. And then it ripens into a yellowish bourbon color as well. And this guy here is between 300,000 and 400,000 on the Scoville. So this guy here, that little heat, probably the strength of a habanero. Like I said, this one here is about the typical size of this pepper here. The Blue Phillies is about that size. That's what size they are. These guys are bigger. They can be about this big, this much bigger, and about this much wider. So this is a little bitty guy that got ripe. Anyway, this one does have a little bitty mark on the side. I'm not sure, a little black spot on the side of it. Kind of wondering if I should. I'm gonna edit this part. I'm gonna get a little knife and I'm gonna cut this thing open. Be right back. Okay, I'm sitting outside right now. It's actually starting to cool down a little bit, and it's more comfortable outside right now. It's actually starting to feel comfortable. It's a little bit humid, but it's nothing too bad. I want to be outside. I was inside earlier with the live video, and it was warm outside. So anyway, let's cut on this little spot here and see what's up. Let's see if we got some kind of like. It's a spot I can cut out, or if it goes all the way into the pepper. There, and some seeds came out. How about that? Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this one. The Blue Phillies, 30 to 50,000 on the Scoville. Let's see what this ornamental pepper tastes like. Definitely has a I'm not sure what family these come from. I didn't look at research on what kind of pepper. I know what I did though. It's burning my mouth, top roof of my mouth. Right behind my, I actually burned my gums earlier. Burned my gums when I was eating that pizza a little bit, so it's kind of raw right on the top of it. So when that pepper hit, that burnt pretty good. Like, all right, that increased the heat. This is definitely a 1, maybe a 1.5 on the burn. It kind of had a I'm gonna say it wasn't real strong, but a floralish. I want to say flourish, as if that's a word, like floral-ish taste a little bit. But it kind of favors more like the jalapeno family, like that. It kind of had that green side of taste, but it had a little bit of a sweet taste, a hint, not real strong. But it wasn't bad for a little pepper. It's still burning pretty good. It's burning like that's part of my tongue and the roof of the mouth where I burnt myself earlier. Other than that, it's not really burning anywhere. Anyway, so that was only a 30 to 50,000. This guy, the Puma, 300,000 to 400,000. Now, there's no bad spots on this guy, so we're not going to cut into this little guy. We're just going to get into it and see how hot this guy gets. Yeah, having a tender skin like that, that's interesting. So if you have a tender skin and you burn yourself, or you got something going on in your mouth where eating some peppers might actually intensify that area. But yeah, about a 1 to 1.5. It's still sitting at that. I kind of like to come down a little bit, but before I did this one, but it is what it is. I smelt one of these earlier. I actually cut one open and dehydrated because I knocked one that wasn't ripe off. And this is definitely Chinsing family. It smelled just like a super hot. So they are the Chinsing group. So it's going to taste like a Chinsing pepper with the heat of a habanero. Right now, my tolerance is probably way down. I'm just not, eating a bunch of hot stuff. I'm doing some tincture in my coffee. And I've done a few tincture shots here and there on a video here and there on Instagram, but other than that, not a lot. Anyway, let's get into this Puma, shall we? That tasted really good. That actually had you typically have a Chinsing kind of like taste up front. That pepper forward taste that's in super hot. I can't wait to eat a bigger one because I think it's gonna be stronger on this taste. But it had a unique fruity flavor that I hadn't really experienced before in any peppers. So that's really good. No, I didn't taste any, but there may have been a teeny little bit of aftertaste, like a bitter tap, but so small you can hardly tell. Most of it was a sweet. There wasn't much pepper there, so you didn't get a lot, And that's definitely not. That wasn't much hotter than that other pepper. So either the other one's above the heat or that one's down below. I'm going to say that Puma is underheating. Maybe. I don't know. It's almost about the same. Maybe just a little bit more heat. Definitely more full in the mouth with heat. But actually a really good tasting pepper though. Nice. I'm glad I got two. I got 2 of those plants. And I got a bunch of peppers on it. I picked about 30 more of the Hungarian wax peppers today. I'm dehydrating all of them. I'm going to dehydrate those. I'll be doing a lot of dehydrating this year. Pepper powders, and decide what I want to do with the pepper powder. I'm not going to put them in the freezer. It ruins them in the freezer. I do have a vacuum sealer now, so I could vacuum seal and put in the freezer. So that would definitely be more secure that way. But anyway, I don't want to keep rambling on. those are reviews of the peppers, and those are good. The Felis is a little interesting, but it wasn't horrible. It was an okay pepper. The Puma's gonna be a good one. That's a good pepper. That tasted good, and I think once I get a bigger one, it's gonna have more fuller of the taste, and so I'm really looking forward to that. I probably at about, it is a little hotter than the other one. I'm probably at about a 2-ish. Probably at a 2. So anyway, not real hot though. Anyway, guys, until next video, thank you for your support. Like this video, it helps push the algorithm. Also, still doing the promotion. If you order some of my seasoning, you get free tincture. Message me or go on Etsy, and 1 for 1. That's what I'm changing it to. 1 for 1. You order 1 bottle, you get 1 bottle of tincture. Whatever many bottles of seasoning up to 4, or no, up to 3, you get three tinctures free. Anyway, guys, love you. Thank you for your support. Until next time, thank you for watching another episode of Miller Time Family Food and Gardening.